Hello, beautiful people. My name is Autumn and I'm a widow. Trust me, I never thought I would lose my husband Victor so fast, but God had other plans. I couldn't do anything to stop it. Victor had cancer and his prognosis was not good. We discovered it pretty late. By then his chances of making it through the treatment were low. We tried our best but couldn't save him. I still miss him like hell. Victor and I met through a work event. I was attending a party on behalf of my company when I met Victor. He was a rising entrepreneur and wanted my input on some work stuff. My boss and him were good friends, so I got the chance to get to know Victor better. Well, long story short, we realized that we were perfect for each other. Soon we were dating and managed to be in a serious relationship. Back then, Victor was fresh out of a divorce, so he had a big problem with trusting others. One day he sat me down and told me what had happened with his ex-wife, Carolina, and his daughter Anna. He said,
"I'm sure you have heard something about my divorce from others. You see, my ex-wife cheated on me. We had been together since high school. I had no idea she would do that to me. Staying with her was out of question, so I left. Anna was 4 when it happened."
I'm so sorry to hear that, Victor. I wish she didn't hurt you like that.
It was inevitable, Autumn. I guess I was stupid enough to marry her. She did have a lot of red flags. I was working a low-paying job and she was emotionally abusing me for being a failure. She never wanted to work, so I was stuck paying for her too.
She had no right to emotionally abuse you for something like this. Why didn't you leave? You deserved so much better.
I was about to leave. I had already told her that I wanted a break. A week later she said she was pregnant. I thought I should marry her and give my child a wholesome life. I was ready to stay in the marriage for Anna, but the cheating did it for me.
Victor decided to end his marriage when he discovered the cheating. Carolina was unapologetic about it. She thought he would never leave her, but Victor did divorce her. Carolina still wasn't done with him, Victor told me.
I tried to get custody of Anna back then, but the judge didn't allow it. I tried my best, but I was stuck in a bad job and didn't have much money for a good lawyer. I had to give Carolina alimony and child support. I did it for my kid. But I later learned that Carolina was spending the entire month herself. By the end of the month, she was back asking for more.
Oh my God, poor Anna. How could she do this to her child?
You don't know her, Autumn. Carolina is a vile woman. When Anna was 10, she told me that Carolina was never spending much money on her. Hell, I discovered this when she called me begging for school supplies. At that point, I knew I had to be better for my child. That's why I started this business, Autumn.
Yes, Victor did everything for Anna. He worked hard and set up his business so that Anna gets a better life. After becoming successful in his work, Victor was able to file for custody. However, the custody was split 50-50, and Victor still had to pay lots of child support for Anna. He knew that if the payments stopped, Anna would face the consequences, so he never protested. Over the years that I dated Victor, Carolina's character became pretty clear to me. Anna grew very close to me while her mother couldn't even stand the sight of me. When I and Victor got engaged, we had to invite her to the engagement party out of courtesy. She made a huge scene when she came. She simply walked up to me and said, "Don't think you've won just because you're marrying Victor. If you hadn't come into his life, Victor would be back with me. You are a homewrecker and don't have shame breaking up a family." "You are the homewrecker, Carolina. Don't act like you didn't cheat on Victor. You mean nothing to him now." "If you think that, you are wrong. I am the mother of his child. I can still take half of his assets for Anna. You won't be the only one enjoying his money, I can assure you that." Yes, this woman was delusional. I didn't know why she used her daughter to extract money from Victor. Anna was a sweet child and didn't deserve such a vile mother. From my conversations with Anna, I could tell that she didn't like her mother as much. I wasn't surprised, since Anna was used as a puppet by her mum. I hated Carolina for what she had done to Victor and Anna. However, the entitled woman was not done surprising me. Carolina was so controlling that she kept Anna from seeing her father. She would constantly demand money from Victor in the guise of meeting Anna's needs. Victor didn't want a conflict, and we gave Carolina the money to keep her from abusing Anna. I could tell that Carolina had planned everything out very carefully. However, her future would not be very bright. I made sure of it when I discovered her true intentions. Victor was diagnosed with cancer just 3 years after we got married. It was a painful time for the entire family. There was only one person who didn't give a damn about Victor, and it was Carolina. She was busy asking Victor for information on Anna's inheritance. She believed that as Anna's mother, she should get half of his inheritance. Yes, that's exactly what she wanted from Victor when he was dying. She said, "I want to know everything about what you are leaving to Anna. Since I'll be managing her estate on her behalf, I need to know everything." "Will you stop talking about inheritance? Victor is still pretty much alive. How insensitive can you be?" "Look, this is not about you. I have Anna's best interests and want to make sure Victor doesn't leave you everything. I'm here for my child who he fathered."
You are here for yourself, Carolina. You don't have to pretend otherwise. Don't worry, I will leave half of my inheritance to Anna.
What Victor never told her was that he had his plan for Anna. I later learnt from his lawyer that he made me the manager of Anna's estate until she turned 21. After that, she would have full control over her share. This man thought about everything, even when he was dying. His top priority was his family, and that is why I know I will never find someone like him again. It crushes me to think he is no more. Before he died, Victor told me a secret. He said,
"When I am gone, I want you to go into my study and find a secret box. The key will be near it. I have left you a letter inside. I want you to read it as soon as possible."
"Let's not talk about this now, Victor. I don't want to think about losing you."
"I know this is hard, Autumn, but Carolina will try to benefit from my death. I don't want that. The letter will help you and Anna get your just inheritance. Promise me you will read it and do the necessity. I will rest at ease if you do."
"I promise I will read it, Victor. Don't worry. I will take care of Anna. She is like my own." After Victor's passing, I was determined to keep my promise, so even with my heavy heart, I managed to find the letter. When I read it, my world shifted on its axis. Immediately I knew why Victor wanted me to reach the letter as soon as possible. With all the information I got in the letter, I was ready to ruin Carolina. However, I knew I had to wait. I didn't have to wait long. That greedy woman Carolina didn't even give me time to grieve. I had invited her to Victor's funeral as a courtesy, and because of Anna. I was almost certain that she would not care about Victor's funeral, and that she would only show up during the reading of the will. However, Carolina did show up to the funeral. But she was not there to pay her condolences or grieve for her ex-husband. She wanted something else. Even before the funeral was done, Carolina walked up to me. Right in the middle of the crowded funeral home, she said, "So, now that everything is done with, it's time you give me half of Victor's assets. Be quick about it. I don't have all the time in the world. I have places to be." "Excuse me. Have you no shame, woman? The funeral isn't even over yet, and what the hell are you even talking about? Why should I hand over half of Victor's assets to you?" "Well, I am Anna's mother, so I should get her share of the inheritance. Victor promised me half of his property before he died, so you better hurry up and give it to me. Those assets belong to Anna and not you. Why in the world would I give you anything?" "Because I am Anna's mother. Don't try to be smart, Autumn. You cannot cheat me out of my share." "Mom, stop it! Dad's funeral isn't even over yet. Have some respect for his memory. Why are you doing this?" "Don't tell me what to do, Anna. This woman is going to cheat you out of your fair share and mine. I'm here to make sure I get half of Victor's assets so that I can safely keep them for you. Autumn, you need to hand over the paperwork for my shares. My time is precious." "Carolina, you have no shame. You have some nerve walking up to me and demanding my late husband's assets. You are just an ex-wife and don't deserve anything." "I might be an ex-wife, but I'm still the mother of his child. Technically, you are the one who shouldn't get anything since he never had children with you. Give me my share now, Autumn." "Only Anna deserves to have half of Victor's shares, Carolina. Why should I give it to you?" "I am her mother and she is a minor. Naturally, I will take over her inheritance and manage it. So, they are my assets now. Now get working before I call a lawyer and sue you." By then I was fuming. Everyone around me looked extremely uncomfortable. They were even eyeing Carolina skeptically. Poor Anna was still crying and didn't have the energy to stop her mum. So I took matters into my own hands. It was time, and I knew it. So I said, "Since you already made a spectacle of Victor's funeral, I have no intention of saving your face. Everyone already knows exactly what type of woman you are. But this time I will make things even clearer for everyone." "What do you mean? Don't you dare go making up lies about me. I won't tolerate it." "There are no lies, Carolina. Victor left me a letter before he died. It contained a lot of information about you along with proof. Why don't I just read it to everyone? Then we can all decide if you deserve his property." "All right, go ahead. I have nothing to be scared of. Your empty threats won't keep me from my and Anna's inheritance." So I took out a huge envelope from my bag. It did contain everything that I needed to destroy Carolina. To be honest, I didn't have the heart to hurt and humiliate Anna. But I took her permission beforehand, so she was prepared for what I was about to do. In front of everyone, I opened the letter and started to read.
"Dear Autumn, if you have found this letter, I have already passed away. I don't know if this letter will come as a consolation or become another bad memory of my passing. All I know is that you are hurt and need some support right now. To be honest, I almost didn't write this letter. Something about letting sleeping dogs lie. But I know Carolina will become a problem for you once I am gone. I wish I could help you right now, but this letter is all I can give." Carolina had been my first love. I thought I would spend the rest of my life with her. Maybe it was my fault that I trusted her. Maybe it was her fault for breaking my trust. You know why my marriage broke down. Everyone knows me. They know exactly how her cheating affected me. There was one thing that people never knew. Hell, even I didn't know till a few years ago. I took a paternity test on Anna, my daughter who takes her rightful place in my heart along with you. It broke me, Autumn. She is not my own. I had no idea. It doesn't change anything, though. She is still very much mine. Nothing will ever change that. Anna is my daughter, but somewhere deep inside my heart, I am broken. Carolina tricked me into believing Anna is mine. I never would have suspected otherwise. I didn't know she cheated on me for way longer. Now I have the truth. Carolina will use Anna to get my property. I know that. If Anna was an adult, maybe I wouldn't have bothered telling anyone. But Anna is still a child. I don't want Carolina to use her to get my property. Everything only belongs to you and Anna. If you read my will, you will see that I have assigned you to take care of my assets before passing them on to Anna. You might be wondering why I did that. So I decided to help you out a bit. I even put the DNA test results in this letter. I know I can trust you with everything. Even Anna trusts you more than Carolina. I hope you take care of her when I am gone." I stopped reading because the next parts were too sentimental and personal for me to share. Victor did love me with all his heart. He hoped that I knew that. He also left me the letter so that I can deal with Carolina and give her just what she deserves. When I was reading the letter, I heard gasps. Carolina was shaking and her eyes went wide. She was mumbling something and trying to clutch her heart. Anna just sat there crying silently. Everyone else was also in utter shock. When I stopped reading, Anna said, "You are one vile and dishonest woman, Mum! How could you do this? Do you have no shame?" "Anna, listen to me. I did everything for you. I wanted you to have a good father. I simply wanted the best for you. Autumn is twisting the truth. It doesn't matter who you are. Victor said he is your father." "Stop it, Carolina. Don't go around blaming your cheap character on me. Anna should have known her biological father as well. You had no right to lie to Victor and Anna." "You witch! You can't just insult me like this. It doesn't matter if Anna is not Victor's child. She's still entitled to his property, and I have the right to take over his assets as Anna's mother." "No! You will never place a finger on Dad's assets. You used me all my life to get money out of Dad. He looked after me even knowing I'm not his child. Hell, even Autumn treated me better than you, and she is just a stepmother. You did not do this for me. You did this for yourself. Anna, listen to me. You are misunderstanding me. This witch is turning you against me. She'll never give you Victor's assets. You need to see that she is playing you." Carolina kept begging Anna to listen to her. On the other hand, Anna kept crying and screaming at her mother.
I felt bad for the child. First, her mum makes a scene at her dad's funeral, then she tries to brainwash her into signing away her property. It was a shit show. Everyone in the room was disgusted with Carolina. Some even started to shame her and berate her. When Carolina saw that she was cornered, she started to verbally attack Anna. She said, "You ungrateful child! I should have gotten rid of you. All these years I raised you and now you decide to betray me? I deserve half of Victor's property. You are just a minor. I'll get everything whether you like it or not." I think you missed something from the letter, Carolina. Since the estate lawyer is already here, he will tell you how I am supposed to take care of Anna's assets until she is 21. Till Anna turns 18, you will only get the child support payments that you usually do. So she won't get to spend another penny from Dad. I'll move in with you, Autumn. Will you let me stay with you? I'm only a few months away from turning 18. Of course, Anna. You can stay with me as long as you need. This is your father's house, so it's yours as well. I'll do the needful to make it happen. How dare you, Anna! Autumn, I won't let you steal my child and my inheritance! I will sue you! You won't get away with this! I'll get my child support payments and the assets! By then I had enough of her behaviour. I was mentally drained, and so was Anna. It hurt to look at the poor child. Everyone noticed, and before I could do it myself, they took the liberty to kick her out. What broke me was that Carolina didn't even try to coax Anna into going home. All she cared about was the money and assets. But at the same time, Anna held on to me and refused to let go. She no longer wanted to be with her mother either. As the days passed, me and Anna went up in arms against Carolina. Since Anna was living with me, her mum did not receive any payments for child support. Carolina called and texted. She also had the courtesy to leave some colourful voicemails calling me and Anna names. I saved them all and threatened to show them to the police if she tried anything. Anna was already going through a lot and I wanted to protect her, so I decided not to let Carolina near her again. Anna settled in just fine with me. We talked about the estate divisions with the lawyer and planned out a payment scheme for Anna's needs. She said that she trusted me and would be fine with whatever I do with her share. Trust me, guys, I was almost in tears seeing just how much this little girl held on to me. I promised myself that I would always fight for her and take care of her. Adult adoption is in the air, but we are taking some time to grieve Victor first. I've enrolled us both in therapy to cope better with what happened. Anna seems much better than before, and even her friends had told me so. Carolina is not doing that well. Her grand scheme of enjoying Victor's property and money went up in flames. She was desperate for money since Carolina didn't have any job. Hell, she didn't have a cent to her name because she spent it all on her luxurious life. I guess she was counting on the inheritance to sustain herself. Well, sadly, with Anna disowning her, she had no way to fulfill her plans. Currently, she is begging me and Victor's family for money. Be assured that no one has and never will help her out again. Even Anna has told me not to let them meet ever again. Me and Anna have already started our healing journey. And I hope you guys will pray for us and wish us well.